Now, Ford is a company with a global presence and one of the most influential car makers in the world, and as such it has 3 design and engineering centers based around the world. One at Dearborn, Michigan that looks after the American market across the Americas. There's one at Cologne, Germany that looks after European markets, and the third center is based right here in Melbourne, Australia, and looks after the entire Asia Pacific region. This is in fact the design center that led the development of the India spec Ford Figo. I'm here to spend a couple of days looking at Ford's latest technologies and getting a proper behind the scenes look at how Ford is designing, developing and engineering the cars that you and I will drive in the years to come. It might be a long flight away from virtually any of Ford's major Asia Pacific markets, but with its committed 1,000-strong workforce and sci-fi virtual reality labs, this center works on the future of driver-car interaction, while also working closely with satellite design centers across the region to develop new global vehicles like this Everest SUV concept.
We are essentially, for all different programs depending on which market it is in, we send designers to immerse themselves in the marketplace, understand what the customer, individual tastes, cultural influences, all those sorts of things, and their expectations are, and they feed back into the design process.
Tucked away in a small, heavily secure room in the design center is Ford's newly upgraded multi-million-dollar virtual reality design lab. One of only 2 such centers in the Ford universe, this truly space-age design tool is helping transform how the company's designers interact with their creations.
Here at the 5 Lab, and 5 stands for Ford Immersive Vehicle Environment, our stylists will come in and review the vehicle as a whole vehicle. We get right into detail for specific engineering issues as well, so our engineers will come in and review specific details about the fit and finish of parts, how well they fit together and the variation that you can get in designing those parts. They'll also look at the ergonomics, as you said before, so make sure that from the driver's position you can see everything that you should be able to see. You know, it's really important that the driver sees the start-stop button, for instance, so we want to make sure that's in an ideal location. And we can finesse all of those things in the virtual world.
In another part of the design lab, we ran into Ford Sync version 2.0. Updated with a new high-resolution color screen, Ford's interactive voice-enabled system is now even more functional and responsive.
Set temperature 25.
25, is that right?
Yes.
Back out in the parking lot, it was time to do some driving and get a behind-the-wheel experience of Ford's active driver assist technologies. Okay, so we're now going to check out Ford's active park assist. Basically, I need to push this little button here and the car starts searching using radar for a parking space. It found one behind us. I think it's going to find the next one here. Yep, it's found the spot. So it says drive forward. We drive forward a bit. And it's telling me now to release the steering and select reverse gear and take my foot off the brake, and then magic happens. Steering on its own, hands free. Is a bit freaky, but what we need to remember at the moment is that the driver still needs to brake, so you don't need to accelerate, but you still need to brake. As the sound comes up, solid sound means hard on the brake, move it into drive, steering moves again, foot off, here we go, straight up, and that's it, active park completed. Really easy, isn't it? While active park assist has been around for a while, the active braking system is newer and an altogether more intense experience to test. So this is the next aspect of Ford's driver assist technology that we're testing. This is called active city stop, and the idea is that in busy traffic, if the driver gets distracted and there's something that stops in front of the car, at speeds of up to 30 kilometers an hour, the car should brake itself. So we've got those nice soft blocks there, so we're not going to actually do this with a real car, but I'm not so sure. I'm just wondering if I'll have the guts, if you like, to take my foot off the brake and let the car do itself. Let's take a look. So we're off, we're in drive, speeds at 20, foot off the gas, coming up on the blocks and whoa! That's interesting, that worked. But I want to do it all the time? No, but it's fabulous for when you're distracted, isn't it? What you've seen so far is just the tip of the iceberg. Ford's Australian facilities include the massive and highly secure Yuyangs Proving Ground with its extensive test rigs and multiple ride, handling and high-speed test circuits. These facilities ensure that cars like the Everest SUV are tested and refined for multiple life cycles before they land in the hands of consumers.